day. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands. First and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. North of 100 yards, the two scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. And they've got three tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
12 yards there and a first down. This is Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He was brought down by
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Flushed out right. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards, the final tally. This is Breida. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets it up past the 35. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line.
A gain of
12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down.
On first down, here's Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw.
15-yard line.
Very quickly here, and that's complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
In on the tackle.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants, nothing.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. On the run, it's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
13-yard line.
They'll run with Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Rankins on the stop. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. On the right side open is Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Miami.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game. So far, it reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That was a short one to Gesicki. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And give him a gain of 37.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, you got to love the effort.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. K.J. Hamler with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Extra point.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
And I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Giants going to take over again on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his... The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On the play. And the Dolphins first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's the end.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. And this will be a gain of 5 to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So second and 4 from the 22. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here we go on second and 12. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off Byron Jones.
They'll take over.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good.
Tucker McCann.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Miami defense. They make their way back onto the field. They have a little more pep in their step, so to speak, right now. They're playing extremely well on this side of the football.
Extremely well indeed. I mean, they're beating them to the spot each and every time. It's like they know the plays that the offense has decided to run better than the offense is running them. Love what they're doing. Love how they're moving around. Great emotion out on the field and providing a great opportunity for their team.
Yeah, they really have. They're playing very well at this point in the game.
He was covered by Noah Igbenogany.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And he fields it cleanly. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
25-yard line.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
On the play. And the Dolphin 1st down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Play. 1st down, Miami.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. K.J. Hamler there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. It's our time, guys.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. A.J. Epinesa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this throw caught left side. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Gallup, 84 yards. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even if this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
32-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with Breida. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Dolphin ball carrier.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 20.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And a Dolphin 1st down.
Fournette down right around the 25. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Breida. And they They've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
But nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone call.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a start or a tough start.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
On the run, it's Fournette. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
McCann's kick up and good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now out come the Giants. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And this one incomplete.
The pass.
So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones.
The pass. Intercepted by the Dolphins. Sets up 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Right there, 54.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins,
I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty backing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Kick it and go, kick it and kick it and go. Step on, spin move, is on scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, and I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, is on scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my tall, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, hit in the zone, turn it on. Must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a kid, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, is on scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, is on scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 9 carries, 131 yards, and also the score.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that, too.
Now, left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Jaguars.
From the gun, it's McDonald. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Pollard. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Well, a good job shifting right, finding his target. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing is McDonald. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. That will throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
12 yards there and a first down.
Jacksonville.
The run for Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They run it with Armstead. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McDonald on the slant. This is Chark. The 20. 10.
You thought you had it.
Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd time. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, McDonald. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Jacksonville.
From the gun, McDonald. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On 1st and 10, McDonald flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, McDonald. Connection made with Chenault. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McDonald, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Vikings 20.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Anthony Harris.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
2nd and a yard.
Now Armstead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
He was tackled at the 40.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
This is Armstead on the carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's McDonald to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete to
Laviska Shenault. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat box and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The open man is Westbrook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The first time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
And that's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. And he completes it to Westbrook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Jaguars.
Here's Pollard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Anthony Barr brought him down. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Vikings.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald over the middle. He's got Chenault. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
6-yard line.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Daniil Hunter on the stop.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
27, Vikings 20.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
3rd down.
From the gun, McDonald. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
The ball carrier.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this this crowd. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And this will be a Jaguars first down as we get this up to about the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
7 yards there and a first down.
44-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's taken down inside the 30. That'll be a gain of 16. And it'll move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the second